Victories within the mile. Almost there, don't give up now. Only thing that's on my mind is who gon' run this town tonight.
It's crazy how you could go from being Joe Blow to everybody.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is yr4. So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Wagner. Ayton is out there with Johnson. Then there's Edgecombe. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard position. And for the Kings, Tyrese Maxey out there with Kobe. Then it's Cunningham. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. We got minutes. We have rotations. These elements, Greg, are very much in the works at this time of the season.
And I tell you, a hot streak from a role player might earn them a starting spot. And further success can really shake things up. Giving everyone a fair chance is key.
Now Kobe following Franz Wagner's three-point attempt. Here's Edgecombe, guarded by Kobe. Mitchell kicks to Wagner. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively. You gotta love that energy.
Now Kobe. Maxey on the wing. Cunningham sets a screen for Maxey. Pass to Cunningham. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
All the officials are all over that one.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
You're not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Allen 6'10", GA. Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size. Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And now let's swing it over to yr4 on the sideline.
Doug Christie gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach and I talked about the development of Franz Wagner since entering this league, and he said he was someone we watched early on. Even though he didn't end up on our team, the way he's added to his game is incredible. It says a lot about the kind of work ethic that he has. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Now here's Kobe. He's covered closely. Pass to Maxey. But Trey drills the three-pointer.
The number of threes are increasing for Maxey since he entered the league. He is getting more comfortable out there.
Mitchell against Maxey. To the left side wing. Ayton a screen on Kobe. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. Ayton. It's not going to go for it. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. Maxey passes to Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. For Miami, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Mitchell outside. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Oh, look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
Maxey against Mitchell. Maxey kicks to Bryant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Kings with the fresh shot clock. And the layup's good off the glass.
How about the follow-up by Bryant, outworking the defense to get that second chance opportunity.
Here's Edgecombe. It's stolen by Bryant. And here we go. Fast break. Bryant's got it. Maxey, no good. The Heat trail by 9. Mitchell up top. He's covered by Maxey.
Point here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Kobe, the pass to Maxey. Cunningham sets a screen for Maxey. Pass to Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Sacramento making some changes. Swan's checked in, and it's Neesmith in for Jalen Wells. And Miami also making a switch. Wilkins is checked in for Davion Mitchell. Here's Murray Boyd. No scoring in this one. Miami no good on that time either. Left side, Kobe. Outside, Maxey. Chamberlain a screen. High, arcing shot. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Wagner after the Kings pick up 2. They set the pick. Pass to Murray Boyle. Shot clock at 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Heat. Chamberlain kicks to Maxey. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Wilkins outside. Pass to Edgecombe. There's the triple. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Chamberlain with a screen on Wilkins. Maxey passes to Chamberlain. Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Brooks checked in for Chamberlain. Then for the Heat, Reed comes in for DeAndre Ayton. And it's Franz Wagner in for Edgecombe.
Nice set there, making it easy for Bryant. He had that lined up all the way.
And Jackson gets it to go.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Sacramento leading by 13. And here's Maxey. And there's the drive. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Here's Murray Boyle. On the wing, Kobe. He's defended by Wagner.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. The Heat trail by 17. Wilkins with the ball. Still yet to score. Driving in. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Wilkins against Maxey. Left side, Bryant. And the three off target. Wagner from long range. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Sacramento. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Kings to be in. What do you guys think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Wagner is out there with Wilkins. And there's Jackson. Then it's Naz Reid. And Murray Boyles in at the power forward position. The Heat trail by 17. Picked him clean. Inside. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Wagner against James. Now, here's Wagner. Still without a basket. And stolen by Christie.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided. Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Now we'll hear from yr4 since she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, I don't know if there's someone who I would say I play really close to. I'm like a tall guard. I try to do a lot of different stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, thanks. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Mitchell, he's checked in for the Heat. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. but I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson. And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Sacramento.
The drive by James. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least, about a week.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Kings leading now by 20. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Wilkins grabs the miss.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Murray Boyles with the bucket.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Now here's James. Scoreless thus far. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throw? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
The Heat making a switch here. Johnson's checked in, so he gets them both. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Wagner kicks to Wilkins. And again, it's Miami with a three.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Brooks a screen. Going inside, and Sears gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Wilkins dishes to Mitchell. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Johnson sets the screen for Wilkins. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And here are the Heat now after the Kings pick up 2. Misses from the corner.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Count that one.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. It's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And then for Miami, Williams is checked in for Reed. Jackson comes in for Franz Wagner. And it's Edgecombe in for Wilkins. Now, here's Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Johnson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Tricky move by Johnson, using that pump fake to get his defender up in the air.
Miami shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Reed, he's checked in for Williams. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Kings. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Now, here's Maxey. 5 points in the game. Kukoc from outside. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. The Heat trail by 21. Mitchell passes to Johnson. Here's Edgecombe. Covered by Wells. Back to Johnson. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Going in there, and Johnson playing big.
The Kings have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Pass to Wells. Sacramento moving it around. Stolen by Reed. And here is Mitchell. Good work there as it goes. Mitchell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now, here is Chamberlain. No good. Reed with the defensive effort. Mitchell outside. Right side Jackson. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Jackson's got 5.
Defense always had their eyes on him, and then he gives it away. Classic misdirection.
With authority.
That is a monster finish. How do you guard that? Maxey just toying with the D's emotions there.
There's 53 seconds left here in the second. Johnson outside. And again, it's Miami with a 3.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Now Maxey. He has 7. Down low. It's deflected. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Ooh, you put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Pass to Reed. Jacks up a 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Mitchell up top. Outside Jackson. Johnson sets the screen for Jackson. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Substituting on the court.
With 1 on the clock. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Sacramento Kings riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shots.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. Kenny, back in your playing days, how far ahead would you look on the schedule?
Unless we were in the playoff race, I really only focus on the next game.
Yeah, it doesn't do any good to look too far down the road. That's for the coaches.
Yeah, as a coach, you're planning, game planning, and all that stuff, practice planning. But as a player, you got to stay in the moment, focused on the task at hand.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Kings.
Well, they were the tougher team in that half, and it showed up in a number of ways. Just look at the rebounding numbers, Ernie.
Yeah, that differential really sticks out. It's one of the ways they overwhelm you. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Wilt Chamberlain.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
And I like that they had the confidence in him to keep calling his number.
Well, we've got a second. Half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've got Chamberlain. Ryan is out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Wells in at the 3. And so that's who Doug Christie starts the second half with. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now, here's Wagner. Nails the baby hook. Wagner's got his first bucket of the night. Kings leading now by 15. And now, yr4 says something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Here's Wagner. The Kings getting the bucket. Mitchell, this is to Ayton. Shot clock at 6. Mitchell kicks to Johnson. Over Cunningham. Shot by Johnson, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here we go, one-on-one. Wagner with it. Now guarded by Wells. Pass to Ayton. Kicks it out to Johnson. Wagner outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Wagner's got 5.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Kings leading now by 14. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Brooks with a screen on Wagner. Here's Kobe. And finish off by Bryant.
Yeah, and if you're going to give Bryant a lane to the rim, then you deserve to get dunked on. You know how tenacious he is when penetrating inside.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. A 3 off the inbound. Edgecombe, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Out to the right wing. Here's Salon. No good on the triple.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
Wagner outside. Edgecombe with the screen for Wagner. Puts it up from 15. Brooks grabs the board.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to Salon. Five on the clock. James, the pass to Brooks. And the dunk by Brooks.
An unselfish young player. If there's a better shot to be had, James is going to find it.
The Heat trail by 18. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Maxey against Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Wagner outside. No good from outside.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Maxey, rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Mitchell with it. Maxey covering. Second shot opportunity. And Ayton with the nice bucket inside.
Not afraid to throw his big body around. Ayton good at keeping plays going.
Kings leading now by 16. Here's Maxey. He's got 9. Brooks with a screen on Mitchell. Here's Maxey. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Davion Mitchell.
The thing you love about Maxey is that he always has a smile when he's out there. He's enjoying himself, and he embraces the challenge that the game presents.
Free throw good, Maxey.
Watching Tyrese Maxey grow as a player has been special. He's constantly adding new wrinkles to the game, improving his skill set on both sides of the ball.
Chamberlain's checked in for the Kings. Aaron Nesmith comes in for James. Heat also with a sub. Wilkins is checked in for Davion Mitchell. Maxey hits them both. The Heat trail by 18.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Wagner kicks to Johnson. Connects on the open J. Johnson's got 9 points.
How about the handles Johnson has? This guy is the total package.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a kick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Edgecombe with it, defended by Christie. Johnson sets the screen for Edgecombe. It's rebounded by Salon.
He's been held scoreless tonight, really just unable to make any sort of impact.
Wagner with the block.
Good awareness on D there. Wagner wanting to be a difference maker defensively.
Miami needs to get a shot off. The 3 from Johnson. And again, it's the Heat missing. Kings leading now by 16. Here's Chamberlain. The shot, no good. Good D by Johnson. From deep. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Chamberlain got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. That's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Wagner's got it. Pass to Edgecombe. Shot from 12. Christie with the rebound.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Here's Sears. He's defended by Wilkins. And he comes up with the deuce.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's Edgecombe. Hasn't made one yet. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
Here's Chamberlain. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Sacramento holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Wilkins. Also Mitchell out there. Reed is out there with Jalen Johnson. And Murray Boyles in at the 4.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Christie with it, and it's Reed picking him up. Fast break, here they come. Here's Mitchell. Softly drops in the floater.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Here's Sears, defended by Wilkins. Kicks it out to Maxey. Takes a three. Miami grabs the miss. To the paint. Here's Murray Boyle. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Sears. He's defended by Wilkins. There's the screen. Pass to Sears. Stolen by Wilkins. Here's Murray Boyle.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
And we got a timeout called by Doug Christie. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Check in now with our yr4, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Doug Christie said to his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Here's Kobe. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
When you talk about pure scores, Kobe is near the top of that list. This guy makes it look easy with all that talent.
Sacramento leading by 11. Wide open look. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Now, here is Chamberlain. Bryant on the wing. Kobe can't get that one to fall. The Heat trail by 13. Mitchell is doubled. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And we've been watching Jalen Johnson build this confidence, taking it to the defense there. Big game tonight.
Cunningham on the wing. Misses the three. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Murray bowls. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Wilkins grabs the miss. Another shot. The shot by Chamberlain, no good. The Heat trail by 11. Wilkins, the pass to Mitchell. Miami, no good on that time either. Sacramento's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Sears. Cunningham, a screen on Wilkins. He takes it in. Good! Lays it right in there.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
The Heat trail by 13. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And the Kings making a change here. Maxey's checked in. Now Wagner. Chamberlain with the block. Maxey driving to the basket. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. PJ Edgecombe picks one up.
For your Kings, Tyrese Maxey, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Maxey hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Edgecombe, guarded by Kobe. Oh, what an assist, leading him to the bucket.
Clearly paying attention out there. Ayton rolls off smoothly into a nice scoring position.
Maxey.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Kings, Tyrese Maxey taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Maxey. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Heat trail by 15. Now Wagner. Now Mitchell. Johnson with a screen on Maxey. Mitchell! Johnson. Oh, what a use of the baby hook!
And I love that from Johnson. Sets the pick and then finds some space there for the basket.
Maxey, and good from way outside, it's in.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Sacramento.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a...
Oh, look out! Look out!
Okay, I see you.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
The opposition had no answer for them. The way they attacked them relentlessly was so impressive, man. That was a good win.
Here's Wagner. Mitchell sets the screen for Wagner. Here's Edgecombe, guarded by Kobe. 4 on the shot clock. And get the 3, and stolen by Wagner. There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Ayton, oh, the slam dunk. Here's Maxey. Down he goes for 3.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
DeAndre Ayton.
Cunningham fires. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kobe Bryant.
Don't tap that glass, baby. Don't tap bling, 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 bling. Michael Jordan eyes, neck yellow, look like Bing. If it's feeling weird, put up out like Bing. Ping pong, baby, chow down on that. All these wanna be me now. So much in my pocket, bro, I need a tissue. Think they Rolling Stone, we can press the issue. Every curly hair in LA. Got the F40 on a 405 going. Brody got his took, Brody got his chain snatched. Brody must be fed up. We told you, you ain't wanna listen. Now you looking like a victim. Bring it back, we back it up. Get a stack, spin a stack, we stack it up. Talking down on the squad, we turn it up. Honestly, baby, I don't give a. Don't tap that glass, don't tap that glass, don't tap that glass, don't tap that glass, there's a monster. Ra-ta-ta-ta. Don't tap that glass, baby, don't tap that glass, don't tap that glass, don't tap that glass, don't tap that glass, baby, don't tap that glass, there's a monster. Don't tap that glass, don't tap that glass. Said I lost touch with the regular folks. I ain't never been regular, you just jokes. What that vest gon' do, boy? Got a pocket full of but your spirit is broke. Like, you 49 still in the street. Like, yo, exam in a week. Like, try my bond off the hate. I got hugs in my home. I cannot relate. Hey, baby, wanna know what I might do? That's about if I like you. You can get a workout, not in the gym. You ain't gotta lie, we can smell the Ozempic. Bring it back, we back it up. Get a stack, spin a stack, we stack it up. Talking down on the squad, we turn it up. Honestly, baby, I don't give a. Don't tap the glass. Bro, call my mama. I'm tweaking, I'm tweaking, I'm tweaking, Bro, I'm tweaking, Catch your breath. Catch your breath. Catch your breath. Catch your breath. Oh, I'm tripping.
Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday evening. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Ali LaForce coming us courtside. And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. They've got Harper. He's out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Alperon Şengün out there with Benedict Mathurin. And it's Abdur Rahim in at the power forward position. And for the Kings, Kobe Bryant is out there with Maxey. Then there's Jalen Wells. Then there's Cunningham. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, Grant, we're still early on in this new season. I imagine it can be difficult to get back into the flow of things.
You know, B.A., you're spot on. It definitely takes some time to get used to the grind of the season again. You know, between the traveling and the hotel rooms, changing time zones. But you find your flow again eventually.
And that one's good. Quickly.
Year in and year out, Quickly's three-point shooting has been very consistent.
Pass to Wells. All sorts of time. And he hits the jumper.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Quickly passes to Abdur Rahim. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Maxey into the lane. And he gets the bucket.
And that is Tyrese Maxey at his best, using that elite speed to find a way to get to the rim.
Here's Harper. Drops in the layup for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Outside Maxey. It's tipped.
You're tough to keep your shot out of Şengün's reach. You know, he's about 7 feet.
On the wing quickly. Maxey covering. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Abdur Rahim. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws. Coming his way.
Well, when you think of all the skilled big men in the league, Şengün is among the best. The kind of player you can run an offense through.
New Orleans shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And you watch Alperon Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Now here's Maxey. Pass to Bryant from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. From deep, Harper. And Cunningham pulls it down. For Sacramento, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Maxey against Şengün. Maxey with it. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Pass to Quickly. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Abdul-Rahim passes to Matherin. Over Bryant. Misses off the right iron. The Kings trailing. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
New Orleans has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. To the paint. Abdul-Rahim's shot is good.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Wells. Shot clock at 6. They set a pick. Here's Maxey. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Pass to Quickly. Over to the left wing. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Şengün passes to Abdul-Rahim. Misses the 3. The Kings have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham throws it down.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Well, the Pelicans shooting just 38% so far in this one. Şengün, a screen on Bryant. Fires from the corner. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Harper's got his second basket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here is Sears. Bryant, right side. Brooks a screen on Smith. And here's Bryant outside. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now. Inside. Back to Carter. Smith outside. Hayes with a screen to the middle. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. And it's Sears with a rebound.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Pass to Nesmith. He takes it in. Good D by Şengün.
That's an awesome defensive effort. A great contest right at the rim.
He'll find Smith. A minute 31 left to play in the first quarter. Carter from outside. It's rebounded by Salon. The Kings have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. And then Bryant with the dunk.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can bounce.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. New Orleans, O'Neal comes in for Şengün, and Christie subbed in for Carter. New Orleans has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. To the inside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
New Orleans shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That one's off. Harper, he's checked in for Christie. And he ends up missing both free throws. And Brooks has got the ball here for the Kings. Bryant. 58 seconds left in the first. Tipped. Here's Harper. From 12 feet. From deep. Hits a three-pointer. Harper's got 7.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Brooks. Bryant outside. And there's a pick. Carries it down low. Bryant's gotten his third basket of the night.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Down low. Pass to Salah. That'll count. No good on the buzzer beater. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The Pelicans on top, leading by 1. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Pelicans so far?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
You give any team this many second chance opportunities, it's going to put you in control.
Okay, on the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Smith out there with Harper. Then there's Hayes, and it's O'Neal in at the 5.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Smith, still without a bucket. And here is Maxey. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Chamberlain. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Christie with a steal. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Back over to you guys.
The drive for greatness. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. The Kings have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And Hayes comes to help. Neesmith passes to James. And the 3 off target. The Pelicans trail. Right side Hill. Here's Hayes. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
At the line for the Pelicans, Elvin Hayes taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Cunningham's checked in for Sacramento. Now here's Christie. No points yet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's a screen. Pulls it. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Kings lead by 1. And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Trying to find a way to get some easy buckets. You don't want to just think you can shoot your way out of this.
It's the Sacramento Kings Street Team.
So both teams making some changes here. Sacramento on D. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Maxey against Smith. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Here is Sears, covered by Smith. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Sacramento shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
Shooting for Sacramento, Sears.
And the first one at the line is good. And New Orleans making a change here. He's perfect from the line this time.
He's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Harper. He's got 7. Hill picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up. And New Orleans making a change here. Smith's checked in.
Number 3, Nick Smith.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Christie against Hill. Back to Maxey. Clock at 6. Driving inside. Chamberlain. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Şengün. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. No good on the free throw. He's off on the second.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Maxey against Hill. Smith outside. To the paint. Here's Şengün. And he's on the money with his first shot today.
Man, that's where Şengün does the majority of his scoring. I mean, he's a problem down low.
Maxey feeling it out a bit. Pass to Sears. Here's Chamberlain. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Shot's good by Hill.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And so here's Sacramento. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Outside Maxey. And he drives in. And that one is stuffed right through.
No, Tyrese Maxey's showing you he's got some serious hop to go with that deep shooting.
How about the motor of Tyrese Maxey, Tim? He just does not quit ever.
Oh, he's one of those guys who tracks the most miles run during games. Maxey probably wears out his shoes faster than anyone. Sharp turns, hard cuts. He's always on the move.
Now here's Maxey. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, B.A., the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
greatest player from the DMV?
Well, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler.
Better answer.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
So it's the Pelicans now. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Here's Abdul-Rahim. And again, New Orleans no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
Pelicans trail by 10. There's a minute 26 left to play in the first half. Quickly with the ball. Guarded now by Maxey. Hill for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Brooks outside. Bryant outside. Whoa! Oh, my goodness! Ooh, finishes with style. A double clutch jam.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. .54 seconds left in the second. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Inside to win the cold spell. Hayes misses.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a...
Oh, how about that?
Oh, out of my way.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Pelicans trail by 14. Quickly from outside. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Man, Quickly saw the opening and he took it, stopping on a dime.
The Kings' shooting has been great this game. 58%. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Sears. Shot clock at 5. And here's Bryant outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Bryant's got 13.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. More 2K action in just a moment.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Sacramento Kings. Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played for every team in the league, so I'd like to ask him first, Ernest.
Well, everybody wanted me, Kenny. Don't be jealous. I say L.A. is way up there. You know, because you're always home. Especially during the 3P days. It was very, very hot there.
Yeah, you kind of set yourself up for that one, Jim.
I know.
Now, looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the New Orleans Pelicans.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers. Rawr. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Sacramento leading by 14. Cunningham is out there with Jalen Wells. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Kobe Bryant. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And Cunningham throws it down.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. The Pelicans shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. Şengün, a screen on Bryant. Here's Harper. Here's Şengün. No good from outside. Now Bryant. There's the drive. Pass to Wells. The 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Harper. He's covered by Wells. 6 to shoot. Harper passes to Şengün. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Here's Harper, covered by Bryant. Puts it up from 12. Rebound by Sacramento. Chamberlain's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And that's how you do it in transition. Get the ball ahead and let your finishers do the rest.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And again, New Orleans no good.
At this point, they might need to try something different. Over to start the half.
Bryant, no good.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Here's Harper. He's got 7. Pass to Şengün. to get back on track. Chamberlain pulls it in.
Scoreless in their first 5.
Gets it down.
Nice. He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And Sacramento making a change here. Salon's checked in. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about U.S. youth development in hoops. He said when young players are a part of a singular organization, there's much more of an incentive to bring players along as opposed to a win-now mentality, and that's something that we can learn from Europe. Brian, back to you.
Taking that long view approach. All right, thank you, Allie. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
On defense, Sacramento. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Harper. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Harper's got 9 points.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
One thing people notice about Dylan Harper, he loves to get going downhill.
Yeah, he delights in bullying his way through a defense, using a blend of speed and size to get to where he wants to go.
Now here's Quickly. He's got 6, and Harper gets it to go.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Maxey against Quickly. Here's Wells. Off target from 3-point range. Pelicans trail by 20. Here's Harper. He's got 11. Abdul Rahim passes to Şengün. 3 on the clock. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, that's the kind of play that can earn you a spot on the bench.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Time to get loud and make some noise for your 916 crew.
So both teams changing it up here. The Kings lead by 20. Here is Sears. To the inside. That's alone. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Here's Harper. He's got 11. It's Şengün, high post. Brooks on him. Smith finds Hill. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. And Harper gets it to go.
And now that's 1-3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those three-point opportunities.
Brooks outside. Pass to Christie. There's the 3. Drains the triple. Christie's got his second basket on the night. When we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handling.
Here is Sears. Brooks a screen on Smith. On the take. Count it.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now here's Hill. Three-pointer, no good. And here we go, Sacramento on the fast break. Here's Christie. Harper pulls it in.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside Neesmith. Outside Christie. Brooks a screen. Here's Sears. From the high post, he drills it. Sears has gotten 4 this quarter.
No, he is a huge talent, and he's been hitting shots, but so have his teammates. It's been a collective effort.
Here's Harper, defended by Christie. Harper passes to Smith. Şengün, the screen. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
You gotta love how Şengün attacks on the interior.
Here is Sears. He has 6. Brooks a screen on Smith. Driving to the basket. Yep, count it. Sears has got 8 points.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
For 3, Smith. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. Already up 26 points as this quarter ends. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
And he runs their offense for a reason. He's got excellent vision. Wow, what a gift for his teammates.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the 4th quarter going. They've got Hayes, Harper out there with Smith, and it's O'Neal in at the 5 down low.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Outside Maxey. There's a screen. Pass to Sears. And he banks in the layup.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Pelicans shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Left side Hill. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Here's Harper. Three-pointer, O'Neal. The shot, no good. Maxey on the wing. Pass to Christie. Hill with the steal. For 3, Smith. And again, New Orleans, no good. Christie with the ball. Guarded by Smith. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
From downtown, hits the trifecta. Smith's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Here is Sears, covered by Smith, driving in, and there it is for him. Sears has got 4 points in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
New Orleans has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Hill for three. Rebound by Sacramento.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that. And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
Pelicans shooting only 29% since the fourth quarter began. Here he goes. Harper misses. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. And here's Maxey outside. It's hauled in by New Orleans. O'Neal's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
And Aaron Nesmith picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level here.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Şengün comes in for O'Neal. And it's Carter in for Smith. And now let's take a second to present our player of the game, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside by cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best.
One thing that's apparent about Mathurin is his athleticism. He's got a good blend of agility and strength, which gives him multiple ways to beat you.
And we've heard some coaches complain about short turnarounds on back-to-back legs. Would you like to see more done there?
Well, for those late starts when you arrive at the hotel at 2 or 3 in the morning and you've got to play the next night, those are certainly rough. But I feel like the league has done all they can, eliminating back-to-backs as much as they can. And certainly there's an emphasis on recovery and rest at all costs.
Here's Harper, following the score by Sacramento. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Cunningham, a screen on quickly. Here's Maxey. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 8 now. For 3, Mathurin. The rebound by Maxey.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Pass to Wells. Knocks down the triple.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Out to the wing. And stolen by Cunningham.
Great anticipation defensively. He saw the ball coming before it even left the passer's hands.
Bryant outside. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Harper. Back to Şengün. All right, Tim, you've covered the NBA for a long time now. What's one thing you wish you could change about how we cover the game?
Well, I think there's a temptation to boil it down to hot takes, and I'd much rather see us cover the appreciation that we all have for the nuances of the actual basketball.
The game has never been more skilled than it is right now.
Totally agree.
And it's a completely new group for the Kings.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Kings.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year. Sacramento has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Pass to Salah. Oh, misses the dunk. 46 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Harper, quickly from outside. They get it again. Abdul-Rahim, and another basket for New Orleans.
Everybody appreciates that extra effort on the glass.
Here is Sears, guarded by Quickly. Takes it inside, and there's James from the arc. Drills it from deep.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Outside Matherin from the arc. It's rebounded by Salon. There's Neesmith with the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
So no problem for Sacramento as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And let's reveal our player of the game, Kobe Bryant.
Feel like it's law and order. You know I stay lit, I just demon when I slide, I can't pull up in nothing normal. Talking bands, I drop 9 on this drip, dressing formal. Bands everywhere, scraping at my feet, hey, what the ones aggressively, don't touch my slip up, oh, you awoke the wrong bell. My worth 80,000 now she can't get up off your flight mileage over 80,000 years, can't amount to my pockets. It is what it is, don't like to do no talk. Be tripping up in here, these in my garments. Run through the crib, I stroll with no lights on. Feel like Gotham up in here, but joke with me, I get you. I ain't never feeling scared, that I don't condone. These my stay with me, that won't leave me alone. On my hip, this feel like it's law and order. You know I stay lit, I just when I slide, I can't pull up in nothing normal. Talking bands, I drop 9 on this trip, dressing formal. So on my hip, this feel like it's law and order. You know I stay lit, I just demon when I slide, I can't pull up in nothing normal. Talking bands, I drop 9 on this trip, dressing formal. Filled with ignorance, can't control my belligerence. Save you 2 cents for have your mural on the fence. Western Silverback sending moving vigilant around. Playing billers, don't associate with rats. I'm not Willard, I don't never tit for tat. Either leave them loner, I'm dancing, still won't spill them. Don't question me like who that, I'm that. Turn your TV on and you'll get the bigger picture. I ain't even trying to clown, too bad I'm that. Shine and turn the world around, half these can't flip it. Two on my hip, this feel like it's law and order. You know I stay lit, I just demon when I slide, I can't pull up in nothing normal. Talking bands, I drop 9 on this trip, dressing formal. 2 on my hip, this feel like it's Law and Order. You know I stay lit, I just demon when I slide, I can't pull up in nothing normal. Talking bands, I drop 9 on this trip, dressing formal.
Hey, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Tell me what we on, I'm on the same. I plan for cuz ain't nice, I hate them. Yeah. I feel the safest when the club let me bring in. Why you wanna see it smile again? Ain't they facing? They don't know that they contribute to the very payment. Say she don't around with shit. Think you gon' me for free, what you with? When all the smoke like a hold on, brother, chase him. Say my name, I pop up like the boogeyman. The game over, dropping bangers with no hook. And free my brother Leak. I hate I'm putting money again. Yeah. If you ain't never calm down, I know, so I